Hello and welcome to day 29 of an album a day, going through my vinyl collection, 29 days in a row so far, and we have quite a ways to go. Today's album is a little bit interesting because apparently I have a slightly rare reissue of this 1958 classic. My version came out in 1973, and it is considered, as it is listed, as the custom edition. And this is, of course, the album that has two different titles. So when they re-released it on the custom edition, they changed the title. This is I Wish You a Merry Christmas by Harry Belafonte. You would think you can't go wrong with Harry Belafonte. Yes, you can. Not my favorite album, I will say. I did clean it and listen to it for the first time today. I got this one, I think like maybe a month and a half ago when I was doing some Christmas vinyl shopping before I left Vegas. I'm pretty sure I got this one at Vegas Vinyl. But in any case, it's a pretty good copy. There's a couple scratches on the vinyl, but you don't hear anything on the record. There are classic, pops and clicks, which is fine. It's completely listenable as far as that goes. The issue that I had with this album is that it's something that you would put on to fall asleep. It's very slow and not very emotional. Even the 12 Days of Christmas is it's probably the most exciting song on the album, or the most exciting version of a song on the album, but even that one's kind of a sleeper. They're done beautifully. The recording is beautiful. Same backup singers that I was talking about yesterday, that really classic 50s and 60s backing vocal on Christmas album sound. Really love that. I mean, the production's fantastic. It's just the style of it is a little bit just a little too sleepy time for me. And the thing about the 12 Days of Christmas, honestly, is that every single time he has to slow down even more and emphasize 5 golden rings. If you do that the first time, maybe the first and last time, or one other time in the middle, fine. Every single time, though. So it just gets kind of like, okay, God, let's just get through the rest of the song. And it's a song that a lot of people, like, when they first start listening to it, they like up to 5 golden rings, and they're like, okay, I've had enough of this. I personally love the song, but but that kind of bothered me a little bit. So it's more really the stylistic choice than anything else, but he picked some great songs. The vinyl's really nice. I've never seen a green label RCA, and it does say, of course, custom edition on there. Like I said, a couple of scratches, some static, but it really is a great copy. The cover art is really nice. They changed the cover art for the custom edition as well. And it changed from We Wish You a Merry Christmas to I Wish You a Merry Christmas when they did the custom edition. There are some songs that I didn't know. The Son of Mary, I don't think I've ever heard before, so that was kind of interesting. Mary Mary is a song I don't know or didn't know. There was another one on here. I can't remember which one it was now. But the one about please put the penny in the old man's hat, I didn't know that was an actual song. Back in the old days, when you had friends that lived out of the area, out of state or whatever, you would record little cassettes and send them back and forth to each other, just, talking about whatever kid thing that you were talking about. And I remember we had these friends, kids of my mom's friends, and they had sent us the tape, and they had sang this song on the tape, and I thought it was just a little thing that they made up, but it turns out, no, it's actually a real song. I have to see what the real lyrics are, though, because they don't really make any sense to me. That wouldn't have been Mary Mary. Oh, Christmas is Coming, that's the one. But yeah, there's a really nice version of Silent Night on here that I really enjoyed. I heard the bells on Christmas Day is the final track on this album. That is such a beautiful song. I've heard so many great versions of that song, and I really did enjoy that one on here. I think it kind of set me off because the first 2 songs were just complete sleepers, and I'm like, oh my God, if the whole album is like this. And it did pick up a little bit on the second side, but because I was already kind of lulled into this drowsiness, I think it kind of had lost me by that point. But the first song on the second side is Silent Night. He did an absolutely beautiful version. Don't get me wrong, the performance is fantastic. For what he set out to do, or what the result is, It's a fantastic performance. It's beautifully sung, great instrumentation. There's some really interesting guitar parts on here that I thought were pretty surprising and cool. It's just that it was just a little too slow and sleepy for me. But if would be a great background to a party if it came on, if somebody just kind of had Christmas music piping in and it came on, I probably wouldn't think twice about it. But sitting down and focusing on this album, I probably wouldn't listen to it that way again. It would just be something that I had on background while I'm baking or doing something like that. But it is a nice album if you want something that's a little more mellow. Check it out. Harry Belafonte, I wish you a Merry Christmas. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.